What did you say? Sorry, I need to go back to comprehend what the he's saying. Hey, Justin here. Today I'll be watching some lacrosse training videos and I'm gonna tell you how I really feel. I'll be giving my perspective as a professional player and as a collegiate coach. Just to be clear, this is not meant to be personal. I'm just having some fun, reacting to videos. Let's go. By the way, OVRPWR Positional Camp, November 18th here in Columbus, Ohio. Stick around for a discount code at the end of the video. See you there.
What is up, guys? TJ here, back with another video. Today I want to talk about 3 drills that every face-off guy should know. It's so great for experienced players to use pre-game warm-ups because it really gets you in the zone. I do like the way he explains the why behind these drills. A lot of coaches will just tell their players what to do. The players don't really comprehend why they're doing it. And he put situations around when you should use this for beginners and more advanced players. I'm playing lacrosse in Canada right now.
Canada? Hell yeah.
So the first drill I have is just called the build-up drill. What we want to do is use the open the doorknob or turn the screwdriver motion, the supination motion, and snap our sidewall down over the top of the ball.
I do really like this drill. I mean, it's the same drill I do with my players as a warm-up drill before our weekly sessions. I do really like how it isolates certain muscles in your right hand, not using anything in your left hand, so you really have to focus on fundamentals of punching into that ball. Off to a good start so far.
I don't want to be pushing away. I want to be pushing off my back foot to get over the top of the ball.
Yes, yes. I see so many kids just going in with their arms. They don't have any power behind them with their legs. Great stuff.
Second step of the drill would be just your left hand. Remember, our left hand is really what creates all that force and snap.
I don't think that left hand drives all that force. Like I just said, the force comes from your left leg shooting through that ground, pushing your body over the top while your right hand's punching. Your left hand just helps close that top rail over top that ball. If you like this video, please subscribe. I got a lot more lacrosse content on the way.
We don't want to throw our left hand too far forward. And we don't want to pop our shoulder too much. We want to get down the line and swallow up that ball and get it right in our throat.
2 things here, positive and a negative. Positive, well, as he mentioned, you don't want that left hand punching too far, right? The moment that left hand comes outside of your shoulders is the moment when you have power being translated forward rather than into that ball. By keeping your left hand within your shoulders, you're able to drive all that force on a 45-degree angle into that ball. The negative here is, as you see from his stance is altered using this left hand, only his left hand. Your stance shouldn't change. Now go down your stance, both hands on your stick, take that right hand off, and then punch exactly how you were facing off before, right? He's very, very perpendicular to that midline. When you go in your stance, you want to be on a 45-degree angle, again, translating all that power into that ball.
And then the last step would be to combine both of those and do what I call the elevator drill. It really helps ingrain the right muscle memory of snapping over the ball. A lot of guys push straight into the ball rather than snapping over the top and getting their top sidewall to...
Did you say? Sorry, I need to go back to comprehend what the he's saying.
You're gonna have your right hand in the air. You're gonna now combine what we did with both of our hands. They're working in synergy. We're gonna really use our right hand to get into the ground. Think about your thumb stabbing into the turf, left hand snapping over the top, down, set, whistle. Really create that thud with our plastic hitting the turf, down, set, whistle.
No. I had to rewatch this about 6 times there to really comprehend what he was saying. There's a lot wrong with this drill, in my opinion, right? He just mentioned that if you struggle pushing that ball off that line, this is a great drill for you. I get what he's saying, but there's a lot of things that you could do. If you're punching your left hand too far, which is what he insinuated, have a target. Put a cone, put a water bottle, put something in front of your left hand, 6 inches forward. And when you clamp into that ball, it's going to prevent you from punching outside your shoulders. So you punch, make sure you don't hit that target. Punch, make sure you don't hit it. Second thing, right? He has his right hand so high, it's off the ground. And yeah, the premise is coming straight down, but Practice like you play. I don't know, you're never gonna face off 5 inches above that ground. So by doing this drill, you're developing a bad habit of bringing that bottom rail off that ground every time you clamp. See, look what happens when you bring that head off the ground versus sliding that bottom rail along the ground. You're allowing your opponent to get his top rail right over top of that ball by sliding underneath your top rail. You want to focus on sliding that bottom rail along the ground, as you turn that doorknob, allowing you to take the path of least distance and snap that top rail right over top of that ball. Here is a great drill to help you strengthen your clamp. This is going to help improve your wrist strength, aid in closing that top rail over the top of that ball and coming straight down by having that resistant band vertically. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this one.
The final drill is called the 3 whistle drill. This is one of my favorite drills.
Yes, I like this drill. See how he describes it, but the 3 whistle drill is a great drill because it really focuses on the fundamentals of each sequence of the face-off.
So if you want to focus on a specific exit, you can change it up on that 3rd whistle.
I like what TJ Lax is saying here. Differentiating your exits, right? That's amazing. That's great. You shouldn't do it if you want. Like he mentioned, you should do it every time you practice. What I do is I break the field up into zones. So you have a perpendicular line going right through the midline. So imagine just a 9-degree angle, straight line going right through that midline. You have the A zone, B zone, C zone, D zone. You're doing this drill, make sure you get 3 exits to every zone. You should get comfortable with it. Because when you get into a game and you're only comfortable with 1, maybe 2 exits, you're gonna get countered very, very easily, right? You're gonna be a one-trick pony. It's gonna be very easy to scout. Guys are gonna figure you out midway through the game. So just make sure people can't scout you. They don't know what your next move is gonna be. TJ Lax. Overall, I stand this video with a B-.
Nice.
Love seeing what you're doing, providing informative content for these young players. A lot of kids are gonna benefit from this. But there's also some questionable drills, bad form, bad technique, so you lost some points there. Keep doing what you're doing. Love to see it. Can't wait to watch your next video. Peace.